already know what the fuck is up with us. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Hey, if you know, you know. Don't think we getting our ass. No, it ain't that. They getting their ass.
We really slapped.
We got more guns than they got phones.
Son, shit. Out here, you know, with this now solo playing, trying to have me play, man. Cool reactions. Same shit. Stay safe.
Okay, so is it that?
We don't call and walk them down for no reason.
Okay.
It's really hot. These the youngest in charge right here, man.
What's up? Who we got right here?
Look, I ain't know how the police coming.
That's Lil Ant.
Oh, okay. You from right around here too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's regular shit.
Gang
You get me?
shit, Mac Block.
Whole gang out here, you know, we just trying to
Get the whole house.
get this paper up. That's
For viewers sensitive to issues of race, be advised that the following piece contains gratuitous use of the N-word.
It's just like if you get an argument with a man, like, and somebody's telling you something somebody's telling you something that he's saying behind his back, and you didn't talk to that man directly. You can't say directly that man said that because somebody else said that. Unless you came to, I won't believe you until I come to you face to face and say, "Did you say that?" Or say it again if you're really about what you just said. You see what I'm saying? Like, all I can do is again, that's how I take the internet. If somebody's trying to beef with me on the internet or telling me information on the internet, I just be like, all right, that's just. Okay, that's for entertainment factors, or it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't know what Chief Keef went through, but Chief Keef came from O Block. That's a whole different type of lifestyle.
Yeah,
bro.
it's a war zone. But the thing is, everybody know O Block a war zone.
Absolutely.
What I'm sitting here and telling you is that America is becoming a war zone.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know that's basically one of like the end of the world things or whatever they say that you know man is gonna be amongst man. You feel me?
Right.
And you look at it right now. Like I said, everybody walk around with a gun. And you know what I mean? People ain't, I hate to say it, but people been saying it for like 10 years, but they really mean it now. People ain't fighting no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been saying it for a minute, but I think we got to the point, okay, like it's the real deal. People really not fighting no more. So, you know, like I said, that's one of the end of the world tribulations. But with that, with all that being said,
true that.
With all that being said, can we agree that rappers are horrible people?
Why do you say that? I gotta before I agree or disagree, I gotta understand why you're telling me that rappers are horrible people, because I met some rappers that are really cool.
Hey man, have you seen what?
So are you saying celebrity rappers?
Yes,
okay.
Celebrity rappers.
So
now I'm gonna say all rappers because the only difference between the celebrity rappers and the local rappers is about $10 million. You know what I mean?
So you
drop that bag in that local rapper, and you never know he gonna be that celebrity rapper. So I mean, end of the day,
true.
You know.
So go ahead and explain.
Explain what?
Why you say rappers are horrible people?
Why no rappers are horrible people? Because
yes.
I mean, how many rappers have died this year?
So okay, now it's been a lot. It's been a
whole lot, and on top of being a whole lot, that's all they talk about in their music, and they promote it amongst the streets. And like I said, now we live in a society where we got to watch our backs. It's a lot of people here don't feel safe unless they got a gun on them.
Right?
Like was it like that 10, 20 years ago, where people like honestly did not feel safe because they felt like they were going to get caught lacking?
I think they did. It just not in a certain way that we see it now, if that makes sense.
You might be right.
I think that, again, back in the day when they were rapping, they weren't saying things so forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't saying, hey, I got Molly in my pocket. They said certain words that only if you were into that culture, you would understand what Molly was or whatever, or what a gun was. Like, we say stick, but everybody's saying stick, but then they're showing the gun in front of the camera. You feel me? So it's not like you're hiding it. You're saying stick, but you're giving it a nickname, but you're showing exactly what it is.
Yeah, they're promoting it.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, back in the day, they were promoting it too, but they understood that the cops are watching and they can bust any video set, whatever, and kind of concealing what they were actually doing. You feel me? Now it's kind of like the culture is shifted where it's, I can do it in front of this camera, and I'm making money on how far I can get away with it.
Yeah, because, you know, they are using that. They're using the music against them when they go to court.
Oh, absolutely.
But with that being said, you make a good point. I don't think it's I think what happened is, change doesn't happen overnight.
Absolutely.
So people don't get programmed in a short amount of time. It take years to program the mind. So they've been promoting this gun violence for 10 to 20 years, and I think it's finally got to the point where we're programmed enough to where this is where we at today.
Right.
And so back to what I was saying, bro, rappers are horrible people, and
I would say every rapper is a horrible person.
So we gonna say 90% of them?
I mean, we can't judge. We can't judge everybody off of other people's downfalls.
Yeah.
Like that's where we're putting people in a box. You know what I'm saying? So when you say rappers, I like I said, I know a few rappers that are pretty cool, man, and really laid back and don't even do half of the street stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we all do, but that's the 10%.
I mean, but again, you got to understand too, like, it's a huge understanding. Some people do things that we perceive as wrong and they perceive as right. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that's their lifestyle. That's where they were raised from. You know what I'm saying? We're not all raised in the same way, all because we're in America.
All right, so basically what you're saying is King Von wasn't wrong for attacking Lil Tim. Because I'm not justifying what happened to King Von, but what I'm saying is, was he wrong for just attacking that man? Because we all need to just keep our hands to ourselves, and I believe everybody needs to squash all the beasts.
Right.
Because it's not getting no one nowhere.
Right, but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you a savage?
Sadly, I am.
Okay, so you going outside and doing drills and everything else like they do it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm nowhere near their level.
Okay, exactly. So you can't be like, just point at them and be like, you're doing absolutely wrong, because you understand what wrong is right is in your book. Right and wrong to them is a whole nother lifestyle. Like, it's, again, we all live different lifestyles. And so again, we all understand that killing is bad. Like, let's just be totally, correct about that. But again, some people feel like they have to kill to keep going.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and again, I don't believe in that, but that's what somebody else might believe. You feel me? Just like, people going to war, Army veterans, shout out to them for their service and stuff like that. But like when they come back, that kind of messes them up for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But somebody might come up to them, why'd you go to war? Da, da, da. See, you got two people on two different sides of the field having a disagreement because of what their understanding of what is right and wrong. You feel me? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, it's happening here. Some people are doing things that we really perceive as wrong, but to them, they're doing it to survive. Yeah,
and that's how.
And again, like I said, if you give somebody millions of dollars, all because you give them $1 million, that doesn't say, oh yeah, I got millions of dollars. Oh, this all goes away, bro. You still have the same people that want to kill you. Everything. These folks are still,
and they probably want you even more.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly.
And
you feel me?
Back to what you're saying about survival. I felt like, don't get me wrong, I'm not justifying Lil Tim shooting King Von,
absolutely.
But from his mind, he know what he dealing with.
But you gotta look at it like him again. This is the only thing I'm gonna comment on that. So you gotta understand, Quando Rondo is basically he's the guy that's making the bread. Yeah. You play chess, right?
Yeah.
You got to protect the king at all costs.
Yeah.
Even if you got to sacrifice yourself. What do you do?
Yeah.
You feel me? And then, again, they live by a whole different code, so they doing what they got to do. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole situation I know nothing about and I can't comment on.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that, man. Like I said, I don't agree with him doing it, but I know from his mindset, knowing that King Von the Savage, he probably felt like he probably felt like that's the only thing he could do to save Quando's life.
Absolutely, that's something that right. You're right.
But hopefully one day,
things change.
Hopefully one day things change.
Yeah, all about peace and unity, man.
All about peace and unity, man. We got.